Hello kings and queens, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Today we're going to talk about why you should be talking to your coworkers about your salary, and if you're not doing it, why you need to do that. Before we get into it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Over here we talk all about how to reign in your professional life with Jesus Christ. I have videos all about finance, my career as a management consultant, adulting advice, style, and many other fun videos. If you are interested, make sure to go into the description box. I have all of my playlists. You can go ahead and play around and see what kind of genre you prefer on this channel, and make sure to come back and comment what your favorite video was. Or you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at The Christian Professional, and you can DM me there and we can connect there. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video because this is so important. Alright you guys, so like I said, yes, you should be talking about your salary to your coworkers. And if you're not, you need to be talking to about your salary to your coworkers. Why? Because this will give the power to the employees instead of the employer. You know how at work everyone is just so scared to talk about their salary. They're very hesitant, you know, to bring it up to someone because they don't know the person will get offended. But my question is, why do we get offended about that? It's easier for the company to rip everyone off if the company, you know, has all the employees at a place where they are almost scared to talk about their salary. Actually, that is what it is. People are literally scared to talk about their salary, to bring it up in conversation, because they feel as though it is disrespectful. I'm here to tell you, first of all, it's not illegal to talk about your salary, so don't let anyone tell you that it's illegal. And second, what is so scary about it? It's better to go and talk about your salary to people that you trust at work, because it puts you in a position of knowledge. You are now aware about what the company is, you know, paying your coworkers, especially if you have the same experience and are doing the same things as them. Now, I want to say, it is normal for a company to pay somebody more than the other, even if they're doing the same work, because one person might bring more experience or a specific type of, you know, a perspective to a project that the company might value more. I do understand that not everyone can get paid the same. However, there is, you know, sometimes injustices or biases that get built into that system, and that's where the problem lies. So from my personal experience, I am a management consultant at the Big Four, and after my first performance year, I did not get paid the same as the rest of the people in my class. So I did have to consider, okay, I did start 2 months after these people, but it really didn't make sense because they also didn't have a full year under their plate. And I'm going to make another video about how I was able to perform really well my first year at the Big Four. So if you want to hear about that, make sure to comment down below. But thankfully, during this experience, I had a friend who was also very open about how much she made, which really helped me to understand where I sat, you know, in the company's chart and how I could change that. So it's not really necessarily to talk about it so you can feel some type of way or somebody can feel some type of way about you. You do that so you can understand what kind of company you work for and also understand what skills that they value. So for example, if you find out that your coworker is now getting paid more, maybe because they came in with you know, some certification that the company really values because they're looking forward to switching to that technology, or maybe they came in with experience with management or experience with recruiting, and so they're helping out on the side with that, it does make sense. Okay, this person might have $5,000 more on their salary because they're coming in with this experience, or even vice versa. Salary shouldn't be looked at as a way to define yourself or, you know, define how much you're worth. It's just what it is. You know, this company that you work for looks for specific type of experiences, specific types of skills, and they're willing to pay a little bit more for different things. But sometimes, you know, you may have come into the company with the same exact experience as somebody else, and the person is now getting paid more. And when you know that and you have those conversations, you are able to walk in maybe the next performance year and negotiate your salary very confidently, knowing that, yo, I have the skills for this position and there should be no reason why I'm not getting paid the same. Now the problem lies though, the reason why the company, you know, the employers keep winning when there are, you know, pushing these biases is because now the employees think that it's inappropriate to talk about salary, but truly it's not. There's no reason, or there's nothing that says that you are not allowed to talk about your salary legally. The only benefit that it gives you is to know where you are at in the company's records, how they value you, and how and how much they pay you compared to somebody else. It is not hurting you, it is not hurting them, and I think that more people should be talking about it. Talking about your salary to your coworkers and people that you trust can really help you guys come together and hold the company accountable so they can push fair practices, so they're not out here giving random salaries to people because of maybe their prejudice or biases about the person. So truly, it can only be for your benefit. Maybe it wouldn't be for your benefit if you're going around just talking about your salary disrespectfully and you know, doing it in ways that shouldn't be done. Like, you're not going to bring it up during like a work meeting or something like that. I think that there's a specific way to do that and a respectful way to do that. I think it's better in private, you know, with people that you trust. However, I still think that it is something that we should all be practicing, so we are knowledgeable about what our worth is when it comes to, you know, actually our jobs, because our worth and, you know, how much we get paid are two different things, which is my next point. But we could become knowledgeable about, you know, how the company views us and how it carries out to how much they pay us. So I think it can only help you, it can only empower you when it comes to maybe going to another company and negotiating your salary, because you are sure about, you know, what your experience is worth when it comes to, you know, salary. So I definitely encourage you guys to, you know, raise these conversations with people that you're really cool with at work, and start from there. The reason why you should be talking about your salary is that it does not define you. Guys, you have to remember that you are your biggest asset. Like me right now, yes, I work as a management consultant. Yes, I just launched a business. Yes, I am on YouTube. But whatever money or monetary value these three, you know, areas of income give to me, they still don't add up to my worth. Like, my worth is not defined by how much I make. My worth is not defined by, you know, what connections I've been able to make or anything like that. My worth is defined by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. God gave his one and only son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross for me. That is my worth. My worth is the life of Jesus, which is way above and beyond. Like, it cannot even be compared to anything in this world. I think this is one of the reasons why I'm so comfortable with talking about it, because literally it's just a means that we use to get by in the society. It's just a monetary value that you receive every month in order to take care of your expenses. It has nothing to do with your actual worth. It has nothing to do with who you are, and it has nothing to do with you know, the value that you carry. 2 Corinthians 3 verse 4 says, "We are confident of all this because of our great trust in God through Christ." It is not that we think we are qualified to do anything on our own. Our qualifications comes from God. Just remember that your qualifications come from God, not the fact that you were a manager at so-and-so company, not the fact that you were the highest paying member at this company or the lowest paying member. No. That is not your qualification. Your qualification comes from the maker of this universe, which is why I am so comfortable talking about the salary. Because if somebody told me, because like in that case, like I told you earlier, I was getting paid less than my coworker. But instead of getting mad at her, first of all, I don't know why people get mad at each other for making less. Like, literally, they're not the person making that decision, it's the employer. So if you want to get mad at anybody, get mad at the employer. But either way, I wasn't mad at her, I wasn't mad at the employer. I sat down and I said, okay, what can I do to let these people see that I'm worth more than this, you know? And I took the proper steps to do that, and I ended up getting to where I was supposed to be. So it's not a thing of you know, it doesn't have to hang over your head and be this burden for you. It can actually be a challenge for you to understand how you can upskill yourself, right? And if it's not about upskilling, how you can you know, make changes to a company that you work for through prayer, through being an example, and through being a light, through Jesus Christ. Like, when I talk about my professional life, I can never not talk about Jesus, because the only reason why I've been able to grow as much as I have so far in my career is because I consistently have walked in the fact that Jesus is my provider. Jesus is the one that qualifies me, and not these companies. So I challenge you to have this mindset of, I should be talking about my salary, because literally it doesn't define how much I'm worth. I want you to ask yourself this question. What are you losing when you talk about your salary? If you can't think of something that is tangible, then literally stop the crap and talk about your salary. It's only going to help you, and it's only going to bring the power back in the employee's hands, so that the employer has no choice but to be fair to all of the employees at the company. All right guys, that's it for this video. I really wanted to come out here and share this because I feel like not enough people talk about this. People talk about, you know, how to negotiate your salary and how to get it higher, but we don't talk about how to just be open about it and stop making it seem like, you know, your salary defines your worth, because it doesn't. So if you are in this place and you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like this video, and also share to anyone you think that will be interested in this video, so we can continue to encourage ourselves and remind ourselves that we are our own assets in this kingdom. God gave us the value, all the value that we ever needed, and everything that we do on this earth is just to glorify him and not ourselves. So you guys remember that and continue to reign in this kingdom. Before you go, please, if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to this kingdom and join us, because obviously we have a lot of fun over here. We talk all about how to reign in your professional life with Jesus Christ. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at The Christian Professional. Over there I talk more about my day-to-day life, things that I struggle with, things that I deal with, and I have fun, and I'm like silly and all that. So if you want to get to know me more on that intimate level, go ahead and follow me on there and DM me and let me know that you came from YouTube. Before I go, I wanted to go ahead and introduce you guys to Expecting Prayer, which is my prayer cards that you can use to build your prayer wall or your affirmation wall with. This is an idea that literally God gave to me while I was praying in a vision, and I made it come alive, and now I have launched this business. So basically you can get these prayer cards to hang on your wall, just like I have now, so that you can create like an accent wall, or you know, in your room, in your war room, your closet, wherever you want to do it, in your office, so yeah, you can remember what prayers you have prayed about to God, and you can expect them to come to pass, because you know that when we pray, we should believe that we have received it. So sometimes people don't get answers to prayers because they don't actually believe that God can do that for them. So this is a great way to hold yourself accountable but be cute at the same time. So if you guys are interested in getting these awesome prayer cards, go ahead and check out our website down below. I'll link it in the description box, and order your first pack today. And also make sure to follow us at Expecting Prayer on Instagram, and I will make sure to show you some love. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.